Here's how we secured a $22.4 million deal for our client. This deal was secured in the Sunshine Coast in a place called Coolum Beach. This is a market which is quite tightly held, and we like it because the yields are decent, the vacancy rates are tight, there's a lot of newer sheds there, so good depreciation, and the Sunshine Coast is just booming in general. The shed was only 2 years old, so basically brand new. The other good thing about this property was it came with a large value add play because of the, I guess there was a 10,000 square metre shed there with no solar panels on it. The tenant uses a lot of power, so there's a genuine upside advantage there because we can put solar panels on. That's going to save the tenant money. And if you lease that roof out to a company such as ours, like Rethink Renewables, you're going to create a margin for the landlord, and that's going to give them an additional income that they can then cap rate at that local market. Key highlights of this deal include a 7-year lease. It's a well-established high-growth industrial precinct in the Sunshine Coast. The site area, 16,000 square metres. The replacement value of this thing in the current market would be about $25 million if you assume a 2,500 square metre rate, and we bought this thing at 22.4 million. So we've bought it below replacement cost before we've even accounted for that 16,000 square metres of land. So as an investor, that's a very good metric to look for, buying below replacement value. Additional to the solar panel upside, we saw upside in the rent and the cap rate. So this is important for investors to get their head around. This property was purchased well below market value. The current rent on the property was $148 a square metre, while the market rent was $175. Additionally, the cap rate of this market was about 6%, but we bought it better than the market at 6.25%, so better the yield than we should have got it. This was because it was bought off market without competition, and maybe to just save the vendor a bit of time, they were happy to kind of take a little bit of a hit on the price. But with these factors, we've calculated the actual valuation of the property to be $27.5 million. That equates to about a $5.1 million of upside, and that's before you've even accounted for the upside that the solar panel is going to give you, as well as the fact that the market's growing quite quickly. So all in all, very good deal, strong lease, capital growth market. It's a property that's got upside in it. You know, if you're one of these big players looking to make quick money, there is the opportunity to do this as an individual investor, but you know, there's no shortcuts. This requires a 30% deposit, you know, but this is what most people aspire towards. So yeah, it's a good deal to look at. It's a trophy asset, and one we help many clients get into.